later this year in 2026, I will represent the Netherlands at the International Miss World stage.
I imagine you're 6 years old and you're already like this change maker, rallying, trying to convert people to stop eating meat while they eat their broodje kroket or broodje frikandel. Yeah.
But sustainability is really about how can we live a sustainable lifestyle, and that's not only about the planet, but it's also about the people.
Hello. Hi. Robin here. It's a bit chilly today. We're in The Hague, but welcome to another new episode of the Good Place podcast. The place and space for people to talk about why they live where they live, about whether they're in a good place. And it could be a range of topics that we're going to discuss. And excited, I think it's officially the first episode recorded in 2026. So congratulations. And who do I have next to me?
Hi, my name is Charlotte Boonstra and I'm currently Miss World Netherlands. I live in The Hague. I studied physics and I currently work as a software developer and a UI UX engineer.
As well.
Yeah. And I'm also currently focusing on my personal projects, and they focus on plant-based eating and how to make that accessible to the public and to be a driving force behind sustainability. And plant-based foods is just one of the ways we can achieve that. So I'm very excited to work on projects that highlight those things we can do about that. So that's in a nutshell.
Yes, I think we're going to use that for the intro. No, beautiful. I think also thanks to our common contact, Laura. She's been on the show at the end of last year, talking about Volunteer The Hague. And she said, can I put somebody forward? And I was like, sure. And she popped up with you and your name, which is great. And where did you, I always let the interviewee pick the bench. Could you perhaps share where we at and why did you choose this bench?
Yeah. We are currently at the Hofvijver in Den Haag, and I live here and I really love coming here. It's very lovely and a calm place in The Hague just to have a nice evening walk after you went to dinner. So that's why I chose this bench.
It's 11 a.m. It's a different time of day. Enjoying the view of the skyline of The Hague. I'm just painting the picture a bit. I'll add some shots as well. Charlotte, let's keep it Dutch. You in your intro mentioned so many things, but are you originally from The Hague, living here, or what brought you to The Hague?
Well, I'm not originally from The Hague. I am originally from Hilversum. That's the media capital of the Netherlands. And I moved here, I think, when I was 18, 19 years old. I moved to Delft to study physics because there's the University of Technology. So I moved there, and eventually The Hague is adjacent to it. So I kind of moved here because I just love it here.
Nice. And how long ago is that? How long have you been living here?
In The Hague, I think 6 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. And it's funny because it's something you probably not expect, but then you studied physics and then, and then suddenly somebody who works in physics decides, okay, I want to take part in Miss World. But it also came to a surprise to a lot of people, I think.
Yeah, I think my family was a little surprised because I was always very active in, I think you can call it male-dominated fields, physics and tech. So I think that's why they were kind of surprised. But I think that has to do with a lot of people still see pageants as so beauty related, while it's really about the social impact you can make. And that's what really resonated with me and why I joined in the first place, to get my personal mission about sustainability on a broader platform.
And I mean, getting to the pageant later on, but what is that theme of sustainability in your life that's so important?
For me, it's really about plant-based eating and the positive effect we can have with that, because plant-based eating, it has really good benefits for your health. Because of the animal welfare, that's, I think, the biggest factor for me. Because when I was little, I have been a vegetarian since I was 6, on my own initiatives, because the rest of my family still wasn't vegetarian. But that was really because my love for animals. So that's the biggest driving factor for me. But of course, there are so many other benefits to it, such as the health component and the environmental components, because of all the greenhouse gas emissions that come with the meat industry.
But you were a small child or a kid, and you realized, I want to stop eating meat.
Yeah. I was 6 years old, and I still remember this day very vividly. And I think my mom thought, oh, that's just a phase. And eventually it wasn't. And she always cooked separate meals for me. So I love her for that.
Okay.
Yeah. And never went back since. And it really sparked so many fun conversations. And I think that's why it's so integrated in my life, because I have been having this conversation since I was 6 at the dinner table with curious parents of friends, So I think that's, I have been talking about it for such a long time.
Yeah, imagine you're 6 years old and you're already like this change maker, rallying, trying to convert people to stop eating meat while they eat their broodje kroket or broodje frikandel. Yeah. But is there something why you've been so conscious about it already at such a young age?
I think because we always had so many pets, and I really love them, and I thought, if I can have a connection with them and they feel all these things, then I feel like, why is that so different for all the other animals? That was my train of thinking when I was younger. I still feel that way, by the way. But I know it's not that black and white, because it also has to do with how the system is set up. So it's very hard to put all the responsibility with the consumer. And that's why I try to make ways to make it easier for people. Like I wrote a vegan starter kit that's coming out soon about what are the things you should be looking out for when you're trying a vegan diet. Iron, zinc. What are the things you could possibly not miss, but look out for? And what are the things what are the benefits? So I really try to make it easy to, just to try it for one day, You don't have to adopt this lifestyle, but just try it for the day. Yeah.
See what the benefits are.
Yeah.
While not doing it. So you've made it your mission to create awareness around the topic, but also offer tools for people to change their lifestyle. And have you been successful already converting people?
I wouldn't say converting people, because that's not the goal, but I think I do see changes when I come places and we talk about it and I give the tools. You see people kind of leaning into a little bit more grace towards a plant-based lifestyle, because there's so much there's a little bit of a stigma around vegans that they're these crazy activists that show you very distasteful videos. But I'm trying a different approach, and I think that's working well so far. And in regards to the tools I make, because I'm a software developer, it's very easy for me to create my own tools. So that's very fun as well. I developed last week. I was busy with creating an app that's kind of a sustainability tracker, and it gives you a daily assignment that's really small, like try to not eat meat for lunch, or try to turn off the faucet while you're brushing your teeth, just to make people make them understand it's very easy to contribute to the Sustainable Development Goals. Because when you hear there are 17 Sustainable Development Goals and we need them to be met by 2030, and that feels very big and abstract for many people. So I'm trying to give the tools and just to let them know you can take it with very small steps and contribute in the ways you can.
Yeah. It's interesting because you create your own tools, but then you also decide to. There's a goose. Hey, you just video bombed this episode. Nice. I think it fits the theme.
Yeah, right.
Did you?
They're all coming.
Did you invite them to be part of this episode?
We've been whispering.
Okay, the animal whispering.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it was nice. Well, so at one side you actually are able to create things, to make things as a software developer, but then you also decide to join something like Miss World in the Netherlands. Can you explain a bit more what the motivation is behind joining that kind of competition? Linked to the mission.
Yeah, because Miss World is really a social impact platform, and I just want to be a driving force behind that change, and that's why it really spoke to me in the first place. And it really started with just plant-based eating, but then joining and becoming more familiar with all the Sustainable Development Goals. It's really so integrated with my life and my view that I just really align with their goals. And that's why I joined originally, because I feel like it's a very beautiful platform for people to talk about the things they value.
Yeah. But of course, I think the reputation might be different, or people have no idea. First and foremost, it's about looks and how you look and so on. But there's more to it. Yeah,
and I think it really differs per country as well. You know, the Dutch are very sober people.
Yeah.
And they're in the Netherlands, there's a saying, act normal, because then you are already weird enough. Yeah. So that's very telling about what the culture is here. And I feel there's a common misconception that pageants are very over the top, and I really see it as a mission to get the Netherlands excited about pageants again, and to show that there's a whole different side that's so positive, and it really sparks change, and it's just such a fun experience as well. And I feel like that's a side that people don't really know, and I feel like they should, because I'm not.
But it's not broadcasted, right?
No,
you can't see it, right?
And that's the Miss World finals. They are broadcasted on YouTube, but what was I saying?
Well, but making the competition more.
Oh yeah, because as a representative of the Netherlands, I'm not there. You know, it's not a mission, a personal mission only. I want to represent the Netherlands and the values, and I think that's really a great opportunity for a country to show our values there on stage, because we are so open-minded. We really have a lot of innovation in this land, and I feel like that's very special. You know, the way we construct buildings. And there's so many beautiful things about this country that I really love to represent there. Yeah.
It's like going to the Olympics and then representing your country.
Right.
Yeah. But you've won the Miss World Netherlands edition?
Correct.
Okay. And then you'll be entering the globe, the world, later this year?
Yeah. So the exact location and the date aren't final yet. So I'm very curious to see where the road to Miss World will take me. So later this year in 2026, I will represent the Netherlands at the International Miss World stage.
And then everyone is sharing a mission and so on. Because I'm going to be a bit salty here, but sometimes it feels a bit like a bit too much. The emphasis is a bit too strong sometimes on this. Like, I want to have world peace and that kind of stuff, you know? Like, how do you make sure it really lands with people that hear the message? And because then everyone is sharing a mission. And then yours is about sustainability and plant-based, of course, nutrition. But you already have an idea on how to make a difference in those towards the competition.
Yeah, I think what is really important, what I feel like is really important, is to really stay true to what you find important and pick a topic that really resonates with you and know how you can make a change. And I feel like if you are very passionate about something, people will see that and they will get excited as well, you know? And I think that's really important. And I think that's how you can make a difference.
Yeah. But of course, in comparison with all the other contestants, it's going to be, how many countries are represented?
Probably 108.
So they can all stay at home and then the Netherlands wins. All right. Almost. Drop the mic.
Yeah. Mic drop.
Yeah. No, because by using Miss World as well to as a tool to create awareness around the topic, right? Of course, this is about Good Place, and on one side, it's like what is then for you, like, what's the impact you would like to see on a short term and a long term?
Well, on the short term, I am currently working on a new project that's called Plant It Forward, where I'm creating a kind of planting kits for education for children.
Okay.
So they can grow their own microgreens, and microgreens do have very good nutritional value. They're very good for a vegan diet. Yeah. So it's just to spark curiosity among kids with plant-based food. So just use education as a tool and not just lecturing, but really hands-on, showing how you can, for example, eat your own plants. And
making it a bit more playful as well.
Yeah, and the idea is to do that here in the Netherlands, but for each kit that is bought, we will invest it back into the project, and then we can donate them as well for communities in need. So starting here in the Netherlands, but eventually, taking it more internationally.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's a very fun project I'm currently working on. Yeah.
Well, it is. There's a lot of projects that you work on, but so when the topic related to kids or education is something that makes your heart ticks fast, most fast.
I think education is very important because with kids there's just a lot of curiosity still, and with adults also, but it's very different. It takes a different approach, and I have been doing that, and it's also very fun. But I feel like this is a step into the next direction, because they are the people who are going to make decisions later. And I don't mean this like to influence the kids into making decisions I feel like they should make. That's
or
not
that you've made
or that I've made.
when you were 6. Yeah.
Right, but just to show them that there are, many ways they can contribute to a positive tomorrow. Yeah, and that's just a very hands-on way of doing that.
Yeah. And how old are the kids that you wanted to reach?
I feel like group 4 till 6. So
Primary school.
primary school, yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's a good group because of the curiosity. Yeah.
So it's also about collaborating with schools.
Yeah.
And make that a part of their daily nutritioning or daily ways of working.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you already in talks with schools about that?
I'm currently talking with a kind of a bigger company. I'm not sure if they want me to name drop, so maybe not. So, I'm currently working with them on how to place this in the market, and they have really good lines with schools. So I'm finishing the project. I already have the materials for the kids, so we're kind of in the last phase, and then we're gonna put that in their newsletter section, and they have lines with schools, and then we can communicate the projects to the schools. Yeah.
So it's education. It's an app. Is it linked to each other?
No, that's really separate things. I feel like the app they can use with one of the visions for the app is that they can use it as, you have sustainability weeks, sustainable development week.
Yeah.
And then the teacher could possibly download the app and say, we are going to do this for 1 week because the app also has streaks. And then you say we want to get this medal of a week worth of sustainability impacts. So then they download the app and they can all decide to do those little assignments together as a school project. So I did think about integrating. Yeah.
Yeah, I've also been thinking about sustainability as more like what's a person's sustainability footprint. You might I don't know, have this energy provider, you drive an electric car, you eat plant-based, but that it gives you scores, not to hit 100%, but more like for one, to see what's out there, what's possible, but also to think of, we're pretty good, pretty.
Yeah, that's exactly
doing a good thing
with the application.
Yeah, with the application.
Yeah, that's exactly what it does. Maybe I can show it afterwards. Yeah, so it has the front page. It really pops up as your daily assignment, and it's in relation to, because it's not only about plant-based foods, and that's I think why I created it, because that's my niche and that's my passion. But I feel like I don't want to do just that. I want to take it one step further, and that's why I created this. And it also has a big page about the sustainability goals. And there you can read about what they are, because there are 17. And they're not all about food. And because people think of sustainability, they think of climate action. They think of everything's green.
Yes.
But sustainability is really about how can we live a sustainable lifestyle. And that's not only about the planet, but it's also about the people, and also about how to make things economically healthy, and
fight poverty. Give people food.
Exactly, water, food, basic resources.
Only the 1%.
Yeah, but also equality between genders, and just equality throughout everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Or Miss, will you choose one SDG or a combination of SDGs?
Well, how I think it's currently set up is that it's a little different per country, I think. You can choose your own projects and what you feel like resonates with you the most. But ultimately, you are an ambassador of all the sustainable development goals. So, yeah, it is important that you take them all into account.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that's how you are going to make the real change. Not just by pushing one forward, but you got to push them all forward to make the change, you know?
Yeah, but then you still have 108 countries that probably push all of them together, right?
That's a great impact.
Yeah, that's already impact, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder which SDG goals I'm pushing forward here.
Yeah.
Or which few, you know? I don't know. Maybe never thought of that.
Just giving people a place to talk about their stories, and that's bringing people closer together. So I feel like that is probably hitting one or two. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Exactly. Almost forgot about that. But no, it is. I think that's also why it is to really, host conversations that create connections that hopefully shape communities. So it's all very much about social connection. I wouldn't say we fight loneliness or something like that, but if people find ways to find other places where they can seek belonging, I think that's I think then mission completed. Yeah, for sure. It's interesting also. We talk about a good place is not only the physical place we're at now, but it's also about the world we live in or society we live in. But it's also very personal. Like, maybe it's a difficult question at the moment, but are you in a good place yourself? As in a person where you think, I got things figured out. You seem very passionate for a mission driven.
Yeah, I think that is something I always have been since I was little. I always was creating projects for myself to do, creating little stores, creating games. That's really always something I really loved doing. So I think that's always going to be something that's a part of me. If I got it all figured out, does anyone really?
Never.
Never. I think
we never done.
No, never done. No, but I think I am really in a good place momentarily. Yeah, I feel like I'm really happy with the things I do, and what you said about. I think it's really important you do the things you are passionate about, because that's how you are going to create an impact, but also live a fulfilled life. You have a Japanese. It's not really a saying, but it's a way of life. It's ikigai. You know it? Yeah. I read that book and that really resonated with me. And I think that's really something that I keep in mind making decisions. For the people who don't know it, ikigai is about doing something you love. I think it's like this. Doing something you love that will make you fulfill and live longer. What's your driving force? And people who live by this don't really stop working when they're 60 or 70, but they will continue to do so forever, because that's what gives them the will and the power to live, and that will in return give you happiness and fulfillment. And I think if you live that way, you are going to be very fulfilled. Yeah.
You're going to live a long life.
Hopefully.
Yeah. But I mean, when you start being 6 years old, you've been quite some time on the road with that particular mission.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And I think it's beautiful how you describe it when it comes to Ikigai as well, that, it's not work. It's, you wake up in the morning, you're like, we're excited. Let's go. Let's do it again. What else next to education, the app, Miss World? What else is something you already feel that should be part of that journey? A team, a business, I don't know, like
Yeah.
team.
Well, I'm currently working at a tech startup, and that's really something I value as well because I really love the abstract thinking that comes with that. So I can really get lost in designing a new application, talking to clients about what they want, and it's often we provide solutions for complex problems. So I think that's really really fun, and I'm very I really love working there. So that's
Nice.
yeah.
You take that knowledge as well. You learn into your own.
Yeah, I think with everything, also the things I learn with Miss World, I take into my my working life and other way around as well.
Mhm. What would you say to other females that have a mission and are thinking of joining Miss World?
I feel like you should do it because do it. No, because if it's Miss World or something else, just taking that step or doing anything in regards to your mission, you should just do it because not doing anything is just taking a step backwards. And it's just, it contributes to personal growth, but also the growth of your mission. So I think, yeah, if you are passionate about something, just take that step and let's go.
To all the, female entrepreneurs out there or change makers or impact makers.
And also that, so that Miss World is not just about the looks. It's a social platform. So really taking that into account, that could be a very logical step for you.
Yep. I think that's also what I felt inspired by in your story is that because the first thing that somebody pitched you to is Miss World. I'm like, okay. And then, there's so much more than just looks. And there's a techie side, there's a nerdy side, there's, you don't start off with Miss World. You start off as a different person, like who you are, and with a set of values. People say, it's beyond the looks. No, it's not beyond the looks. It's the looks or the Miss World is beyond what you already are as a person. Your convictions, what you think of when you were six. So that's how I had it in mind that it's not the starting point. No, it's using Miss World and looks perhaps as a vehicle.
That's just what I wanted to say. It's not being Miss World or Miss World is not the goal. It should be your tool, your vehicle.
Yeah, but I think so. So I think sometimes people starting with the Miss World and then she says something about world peace makes it a bit look like, okay, you had to say something meaningful, because but it starts with meaning, and then you're using it as a vehicle, and I think that may be something that could be changed, but I think that's also a realization that you start with 6 years old, you hardly have any teeth and or eyebrows or no wearing earrings. No, it's about we shouldn't. I don't want to eat animals.
Yeah.
And I don't want to share this with others, and they should do the same because it has a positive impact. And then happen to be you have the looks, so you can also use it in your advantage. But the mission is to create a good place, right? Yeah. So for everyone, start with that, not with the looks. Don't start with the looks. Charlotte, we're heading towards the end of the show. Yeah. You're freezing. I know it's cold. It is cold.
It went by so quickly.
Yeah, no, for sure. But
Really fun talk. Yeah.
sorry,
Has been really fun so far. Yeah.
let's finish it. Let's finish fun as well. Then, no. What is it? You shared a good place. Could you share with people watching and listening? What can they do to help your mission, or what can they do to help you in your mission?
What you can do to help me in my mission, I think there are several sides to that, because helping my mission doesn't have to necessarily help me. So if you want to embrace a more plant-based lifestyle, just check out the tools I made. For example, my app is coming out, the vegan starter kit is coming out. I have a website where it's all listed. It's charlotteboonstra.com. There you can go for all the tools. So if you are interested in embracing a more plant-based lifestyle and contributing to the Sustainable Development Goals in a positive way, you can check that out. I think that's a good start, and just be a little mindful about what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
To help you to help themselves.
that's a great way of putting it. Yeah, yeah.
I should leave. No, I think that for everyone inspired by wanting to try it out, as you said earlier, it's not about rigorous change your life, but maybe start with one day
Yeah.
to fix something.
Instead, yeah, exactly. So eating vegan for one day, I think I did a little research about this. It saves like 1 square meter of forest. It saves 4,000 liters of water. It saves the life of one animal. So it's really, people think of, when I do this, would it really make a change? Yes, it would. And I think that people don't really realize that all the small things you do yourself really can push something greater forward. And I think that's how you can really help my mission. And that's also, yeah, so we can be that driving force together, you know?
And also, it's, as you said about sustainability as well, it doesn't have to be 100%. You know, you can also do... I had this...
10% better is already 10%
Exactly.
better.
You know, progress is progress. And doesn't have to be like complete the opposite. No, I mean, I think once had this conversation that somebody reduced eating meat from 2 kilos a week to 200 grams a week.
Yeah,
You know,
that's a big change.
that's a big change.
Yeah. Or some people do that, introduce 1 day a week, you try to eat. You know, some people think being vegan is a little hard. So maybe start out vegetarian for 1 day, you know. Maybe if you have a sandwich at lunch, choose the vegetarian or the vegan option instead of the one with meat. Or there are so many small things you can do, and maybe and that's the good thing about the vegan starter kit that I'm writing, is I think people are also a little scared about where they start, and if they start, that it's gonna harm them or not be good for their health, and that's not the case. And people just, I think it's, if they have the tools and the knowledge, it all comes more easily and guilt-free, you know? You don't feel like you're harming yourself because people are scared they don't have enough protein or they will get deficient in something. Yeah.
There's also a solution for those kind of things. Yeah. Sign me up. I want to download the app. I want to...
Yeah.
I'm converted. No, I'm not converted. I'm inspired. And I feel your urgency to act and to contribute to progress. Yeah, because otherwise I need to rechange my name of the podcast. You know, we're here to create a good place,
A semi-good.
a semi-good place. We're not there yet.
Yeah, but Progress is progress.
Progress is progress. I like it. I feel I could talk to you 2 hours, but I think
Right?
I think we shared the message, support the mission. People got to know you, and I think it was so nice to follow your journey,
Yeah.
knowing when the date is there and you're gonna partake and see what comes from it, and it will be exciting. I think a very exciting year ahead. You think?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm not sure what the things are that will be coming my way, but I'm excited. I'm just gonna let me get surprised. Yeah.
Beautiful. It's also life, huh? Yeah. Thank you so much for your time, Charlotte. Appreciate it. Everyone watching, I hope you really enjoyed this episode. Of course, subscribe, like our channels to stay tuned. There's something other exciting things coming up that we envision and launch and so on. Again, we'll drop the links below. If you feel inspired, check out her work. Follow Charlotte on her journey. And let's all roll up our sleeves for a good place, for ourselves, but also for the people around us.
Yeah.
All right? Let's go inside. We're getting cold. We're cold. Have a nice day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.